Hello my friends, welcome back to Cafe Bagheri. Mother's Day is around the corner and we have a great idea for Mother's Day brunch for you, okay? It's a French toast bake and a wonderful honey lime fruit salad. But before we go further, I want to draw your attention to this swanky quality screen printed apron made right here in Dallas, Texas. If you go to our website, cafebagheri.com, in the shop section, and put in Mother's Day as the code, you get a 10% discount. So let's get started. Alrighty, our French toast bake journey starts the night before when we do some prep work. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to butter this pan because it's gonna have our bread in it. You wanna do this by hand. This is the most effective way. Get a couple of tablespoons of butter and just go to town like this, right here. You don't need a thick layer, but it has to go everywhere. Now we're going to cut our French bread. This is a standard size French bread, which is somewhere between 14 to 16 ounces. And you want this to be a little stale. We want to slice this bread at an angle like this. And each slice should be about maybe 3/4 of an inch. An inch thick, maybe a little too thick if you want to get enough slices for everyone. Now we're going to place the bread in our buttered pan. There you go. What I would do is what we call the bumper ends. You see these two end pieces? I simply put them down like this on one end. Then I start with some small pieces like this. You're gonna kind of cascade, push them down to get about maybe an inch of distance between each. Let's make our cream and egg mixture. We got our 8 eggs here. Kind of place the whisk on the yolks to break them, and then go to town like this. All right, so this is the basic mixing of that. We got a couple of cups of half and half. We got a cup of whole milk here. So we're mixing our milk and half with the eggs. Now we're gonna add our sugar, put some vanilla extract. That's some cinnamon and some nutmeg. Now your nutmeg is gonna be a little coarse, so it's not gonna dissolve completely, but your cinnamon should dissolve and kind of darken the color of your mixture a little bit. Now the last thing we put is just a dash of salt like that. You can use table salt or kosher salt. They both work. Check this out. This is our mixture right now. We're going to bring this right here in the middle so you can see what's going on here. I am going to first kind of pour this in the middle of each row and liberally make sure it goes everywhere. And then I leave about a couple of cups in the bowl because I'm going to do this. Take a spoon and then start putting some in the middle of each layer like this. Now what happens is overnight, as this sits in the fridge, the pieces of bread are gonna start soaking up the milk and egg mixture from the bottom, and the whole thing is gonna get moist. But you wanna make sure that spaces in between get a head start, if you will. Now we're going to get some plastic wrap, saran, whatever you have. If you do not have a plastic wrap, just aluminum foil should do this job. You want to seal it completely. This is going to sit overnight until the morning before our brunch, when we start putting the topping on it and get ready to bake, okay? All right, it's the next day. We're gonna have our Mother's Day brunch in a couple of hours, but we are going to make our honey lime dressing first so our fruit salad can chill in the fridge while we're baking our French toast bake, okay? We're not making a lot. I'm going to make about a quarter of the recipe that I'm giving you. So we have some honey here. about half a tablespoon of fresh squeezed lime juice. Third and last ingredient we're going to put on this is a little bit of lime zest, right? A quarter teaspoon here. There you go, that should do it. So this is our dressing, it's ready. So we're now going to start cutting our fruit. Check this out. We have our raspberries, strawberries, blueberries. Honeydew is awesome for this, especially with that honey lime dressing. Honeydew does wonders. Green grapes, and of course, pineapple. I'm gonna cut these a little bit further down. Some of these raspberries here. Don't cut your blueberries because their color, it kind of seeps into everything. They're a little too dominant, right? We just want them intact. Kind of cut them to match. There you go. So I think we have everything in there. And we're going to put the dressing on it. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Check this out. Very simple, refreshing, tangy, sweet, all those good things. We are adding this about an hour and a half before we serve. So this is gonna have time to penetrate and kind of steep right here. While the fruit salad is chilling in the refrigerator, we're going to crush up the walnuts. By the way, you can use pecans if you like. And the Persian guy in me says pistachios wouldn't be bad in this setting. So look at this. So it's got some crunch to it, and yet it's not too large a piece in there. So we add our walnut in the bowl. So we're going to mix the soft butter in there. Look at that. See, the butter has been out in room temperature, so it's real soft and flexible. We add our 2 tablespoons of corn syrup, some light brown sugar. We have cinnamon, and we have nutmeg here. This is all we need in this mixture. So we're going to mix this thoroughly to make a consistent paste. This is what we're looking for. Messy and delicious. So we're going to put this in the fridge for about 15 minutes. Right, our topping is chilled, so it's easier to work with. Oh yeah, because now I'm gonna just get down into this topping and get it in little pieces and start laying it, kind of make a little blanket. You don't have enough to cover every single square inch. It's not that important because it's all gonna melt and expand, right? So just make sure it's consistent. Now this is gonna go in our preheated 350-degree Fahrenheit oven between 40 to 45 minutes. In my particular oven at convection setting, it's 43 minutes. It's gonna be great. All right, our French toast bake is ready. Exactly what we were looking for. We have the charred, crispy edges. We have the topping bubbling, the egg and cream mixture at the bottom. We're gonna wait up to 15 minutes for it to settle and cool a little bit. Then we're gonna slice however much we like per serving and have our brunch. There you have it, our French toast bake for Mother's Day. Enjoy your brunch with your mother or whoever has been doing the motherly things for you. We thank you, mothers, for everything you've done for us and continue to do. God bless you. Happy Mother's Day. Again, check out these high-quality aprons made right here in Dallas, Texas. Go check them out at cafebagheri.com. If you like this video, hit like. Please share with your friends and family. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that little bell button so we can keep in touch. And I'll see you right here at Cafe Bagheri very soon. Cheers to all mothers.